Well, good morning, Tennessee Valley. It is now 5:15. Going to be another beautiful day. We had a great weekend and a great close to Sunday as well. Take a look at this sunset. This was sent in by Mike Madalena, and he always just gets the greatest shots. This was an overdone lap, kind of looking into the Squatchy Valley. You can see the sun had already went down, some reds, and just a really nice close to what was a fantastic weekend. We had some very warm temperatures and no rain, and it's going to be much like that as we go into your Monday, although it is a little bit cool this morning in spots. 39 in Cleveland and Athens, 33 in Murphy. There could be a little bit of patchy frost in parts of Cherokee County with warmer temperatures the further west you go. So Chattanooga, Fort Payne in the mid 40s, and Altamont at 51 degrees on this Monday morning. And then going into the afternoon, hey, nice and warm. We're talking mid to upper 70s. There could be a couple of embedded 80s in some spots, especially across northwest Georgia and northeast Alabama. Even here in Chattanooga, we may push pretty close to that 80-degree mark. So it's going to be very warm for your Monday. We're not going to be tracking out any rain. That is going to change, though. We're going to be tracking this cold front kind of moving across much of the plains today and then the southeast as we go into your Tuesday. And that's when we're going to be tracking out some showers. So let's kind of time it out for you. As we go through Monday, again, not a whole lot to talk about. There will be some passing clouds throughout the evening hours, but really not a big deal. It's going to be a nice day. And then Tuesday morning, just a couple of clouds around. Again, your Tuesday morning commute is not going to be impacted by the wet weather. But as we go into the afternoon, cloud cover will increase. And then by about 2-3 o'clock, we could have a couple of spotty showers. Now, this isn't going to be the main event. The main event comes in a little bit later in the evening hours. So about 6 o'clock, just in time for that evening commute home from work. We can start to see some of those showers arrive along the Cumberland Plateau down into northeast Alabama, and this is going to be moving from west to east throughout the evening hours. So by 8 o'clock, most of the activity is going to be right along that I-75 corridor from McMinn County down into portions of North Georgia, and then going into the 10 o'clock hour, a lot of this is going to push out into our eastern communities. So Murphy, Blue Ridge, Ellijay, you'll start to see some of that rain, but notice things clear pretty quickly into our western communities. And then as we go into the overnight, there could be a couple lingering showers before about 2-3 o'clock, but after that we're going to dry out, and by the time you wake up Wednesday there'll be some wet roadways, but the rain will wrap up pretty quickly. So here's a look at your timing. Okay, between about 6 and 11, I'm thinking that's going to be your best shot here across much of the Tennessee Valley, a little bit earlier into middle Tennessee. But the thing is, these showers are going to be moving quickly, so after you get your 30 minutes of rain, you're going to move on and we're going to dry out, but there could be some wet roadways and maybe even a few strong storms as we go into your Tuesday. Something to be mindful of for sure. But here's a look at your futurecast rainfall. Not going to be a washout per se, but there will be some heavier downpours that could lead to higher amounts of rain. But in general, I'm thinking between a quarter and a half an inch of rain, probably going to be the average here across the Tennessee Valley. And speaking of the stronger storms, there is going to be a severe aspect to this, especially in Mississippi and Alabama. There's a slight risk, but here locally we have a marginal risk for severe storms, which is a level 1 out of 5. Now, the primary concern, of course, will be gusty winds and frequent lightning. Not expecting much of a tornado threat, which is good news, but there will be the potential for a few strong storms. So that's something we're going to track out pretty closely as we move into your Tuesday. It's also going to be very breezy ahead of this cold front. In fact, we could have wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour as we move into your afternoons. Atop some of the ridge tops in the higher elevations, we could be gusting upwards to 40, 45, maybe even 50 miles per hour. So that is something else to watch for very closely as we move into your Tuesday. But overall, it's going to be a nice Monday, kind of a calm before the showers and storms arrive for your Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's going to clear out, cool down just a bit. And then by next weekend, we could be talking maybe more rain chances, guys.
Well, we'll be ready for the rain because we haven't had a lot of it lately.
No, we haven't. And this past weekend we had some great weather. I had a chance to go check out some of the fall foliage at Cloudland Canyon State Park.
Nice. Beautiful.
First time I had been there. Absolutely gorgeous. The colors are great right now.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pretty pictures over the weekend from Lookout Mountain. A lot of people were heading up there to take advantage of this time of year.